Welcome to ATTRA, Voices from the Field. This Sustainable Agriculture podcast is presented by the National Center for Appropriate Technology with support from USDA Rural Business Cooperative. Hi, and welcome to this episode of ATTRA Voices from the Field. I'm Rich Myers with the National Center for Appropriate Technology, and today we're talking to NCAT Energy Specialist Stacie Peterson about a new tutorial. So why don't you tell us a little bit something about that, Stacie?
Sure. We've developed a new farm energy efficiency tutorial, and we've designed that as part of NCAT's ATTRA program to help farmers increase the energy efficiency of their farm and their processes. It's a series of lessons, and it was written by me and NCAT Energy Engineer Vicki Lynn, and also by Chris Borton of Sage Mountain Center. And we look at farm building efficiency, and then we drill down a little and look at outdoor lighting and energy efficiency there, and irrigation efficiency. And then we also look at solar, small-scale wind, and biodiesel at the farm.
Great. And so is there any particular order to the tutorial? Is it modular? How does that work?
Sure. It is modular, and we approach it by looking at your efficiency first. So you would go through and look at your practical, do-it-yourself ways to save energy on your farm, and also you'll save time and money while you're doing that. But as soon as you get your farm as efficient as possible by looking at your lighting and looking at maybe installing an occupancy sensor somewhere, or consolidating your operations, or starting an operating schedule, things like that, then you would look at your lighting. You would also look at maybe areas where you could have more efficient systems like motors, or install a variable frequency drive. And then you would look at your irrigation, see where you could get efficient there. And then once you feel that you have a very efficient farm, then you could install solar or small-scale wind or biodiesel, whichever is most appropriate to your farm, or you could install all three.
Okay, that sounds great. So what you're doing then is kind of providing a method, it sounds like, for both for people who are just interested in learning more about the subject, but also for people to use on their own operation.
Yes, we are. Yeah, we'll go through and we'll first show you how to look at your energy bill, see what kind of energy you're using, where you're using it the most, if there's times of year, so you can get some clues as to where your biggest opportunities are for energy efficiency. And then we'll go through very simple, cost-effective ways to be more energy efficient. And then we'll talk about ways that you could, if you might need a contractor, say if you want to install a new boiler, or if you have a whole new building shell that you want to build, you might want a contractor for that. I show you how to do simple paybacks for your project. So if you want to know just exactly how long will it take before I start seeing a cost benefit to this project, we'll show you how to do that in a really simple way. And then we look at different types of efficiency, like outdoor lighting. It's a really simple way to save energy, and usually you can have better lighting with the new efficient technologies that are out there. And I'll show you how to recognize good lighting, how to pick out good lights for your applications, and then how to calculate paybacks for those. We do the same thing with irrigation, and we also look at places that you might be losing water and in ways that it might be wasted in addition to energy, and how you can save both those things. And then from that, once you're efficient, you go through and we talk about how you can site your solar, site wind, or biodiesel, and then what the components are, different usages, and then different types of configurations of all those systems. So we'll step you through each of those, and then at the end of each of those, there's a quiz. So you can see if you're learning these tutorials, and then at the end, if you've done well, and you can take these as many times as you'd like, once you've passed all of them, you get a certificate of your knowledge that will say that you've passed and you understood farm energy efficiency.
So you can go back and take the quizzes again. It's really kind of a way of reviewing the knowledge and refreshing your memory about what it is you've learned in the tutorial.
It is, and you can take these as many times as you like. If you find a question that you don't understand, the answer should be readily available within the tutorial itself. We took all of the quiz questions from the tutorial itself, and then if you have other questions, you can always email us and ask us about the quiz questions. But like I say, you can take it as many times as you like, and then once you pass all of the quizzes at the end of the series, you'll get a certificate showing your knowledge of farm energy efficiency.
Great. And the email addresses for folks, if they would have a question, they're included on the tutorial, I'm assuming.
They are. At the end of each tutorial, there's an email address on there. Or you can also call the ATTRA help desk, and that's 1-800-346-9140 for English or 800-411-3222 for Spanish. And we have an online help desk, too, at attra.ncat.org.
And there are other resources on the same subject on the ATTRA website as well?
There are, yes. And we develop a list of those in each of the tutorials, and you'll see the list of ATTRA publications. And then we also compile lists of outside sources. So those should be available within each of the tutorials, and then as a separate resources tab, we've developed things that you might want for reference. Say for lighting, we have common wattages of different lights. So if you're just wondering what wattage is my light out there and what wattage might a light that I'm going to change out be and what would my savings be, we developed a system for you to look at that. So those are resources that are available with the tutorials. And then there's additional resources on the ATTRA site as well. Yes.
So it sounds like a really great practical tool, if you're looking for ways to save time or energy or money.
It should be. We're really hoping this can help people in a really practical, do-it-yourself way. And we're always here to help. If anybody has any questions, they can just contact us through ATTRA.
Great. Well, thanks for your time, Stacie. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.